Hey, what's going on? It's Tripp from trippadvice.com, and today we're going to be talking about how to not run out of things to say. Now, I get this question all the time. Guys are really focused on being able to continue conversation, and I get it. I had that question too when I was first starting out. I get it. You want to make sure that there's no weird pauses and that the conversation is flowing smoothly and everything you're saying is the best, right? Well, that's kind of the first lesson that I want to give you today in this video, is that not everything that you say to a girl has to be mind-blowingly awesome. Yes, that's right. You can still attract girls and not have every word be perfect. You can make mistakes, you can screw up. It's not as important as a lot of guys make it out to be, okay? However, I still am today going to be giving you 3 really great ways to be able to not run out of things to say. But just remember this concept that I'm telling you right now, and just understand that you can take the pressure off of yourself. So not everything is 100% perfect, okay? There's only so much information that people are even able to digest when you're in a conversation with them, right? There's a lot of data that we're taking in all the time. So not every word has to be perfect, all right? So let's get into it. Okay, so the first tip I can give you in terms of keeping a conversation flowing smoothly is to be able to use assumptions. So if you're talking to a girl and you find that there's a little bit of a dip in conversation, use assumptions to keep it going. So for example, you can assume something about her in terms of where she lives. You can assume something about her in terms of what she does for a living or what she's doing later. All you can say is, let me guess, you're from the West Coast, aren't you? I get this vibe about you, right? Or you can assume what she does for a living. You're an accountant. Yeah, I get this vibe that you're an accountant, right? Any way of just assuming something about her is gonna get her intrigued to give you some sort of response. So use assumptions when there's a dip in conversation. Here's a second tip for you, okay? And this is something that's actually widely underused, and it's something that I learned from Julian Blanc from RSD. He talks about just flat out admitting that you ran out of things to say. A lot of guys might be scared to do that, but you're gonna see how forgiving a girl is when she actually hears that, and she'll actually try to continue the conversation because you're just admitting that you kind of ran out of things to say. And it actually makes you appear more confident because you're not scared about it and you're not trying to hide the fact that you ran out of things to say. So literally say those words. When you're talking to a girl, there's a dip in conversation, just be like, you know what? I really don't know what to say next. I completely ran out of things to say. Where should we go from here? Right? Just say anything along those lines, and trust me, it's gonna make for a funny moment in conversation. Okay, and here's a third tip for you. Here's what you can do. I want you to be able to ask her opinion on something. Now, this is not the same thing as an opinion opener, going up to a girl and asking her what she likes better. But this is something that I want to be a true question that you want to ask on an actual opinion that you believe. So I'm not going to sit here and give you some examples of what it could be because I don't want you to copy those. I really don't want you to use those. In this case, I want you to come up with something that you're curious about, something you actually want an opinion on. Maybe it's something you've been reading about, maybe it's something about that's going on in the news, maybe it's something that's going on at your work, something that's going on that has been a debate or a discussion between you and your friends. What are those things? Bring them up in conversation. Ask her about it. And here's the best part, is that girls really love to give their opinions. In fact, everyone does. Everyone loves to just give their opinions on whatever the matter is. In fact, you can open it up like that. You can say, let me get your opinion on something, and then fill it from there. All right, so let's recap here for a second. So the first thing is assumptions, right? You're gonna assume something about her. You're gonna guess something about her. The second thing is actually admitting that you have nothing to say, right? So you're actually gonna say that out loud to her. I ran out of things to say. And the third thing is gonna be asking her opinion on something that's specifically interesting to you, okay? So there you go. Use those the next time that there is a lull in conversation. Now, if you want to learn more about how to continue conversation and some other really cool techniques, I have a blog post on my website that I'm going to put a link for in the description below. And on the blog post, it actually teaches you the techniques that are used in improv comedy. Now, if you don't know anything about improv comedy, the whole idea is it's people on stage trying to make you laugh, coming up with something out of complete air, okay? So that's what this blog post is going to teach you. It's going to teach you how to be able to do that. Come up with something out of nothing. So with the blog post and with the tips I just gave you, you should be able to never run out of things to say. Now, of course, as always, I want to talk to you. So write down in the comments what you thought about this video, and if you have any other tips on being able to keep conversation going. Don't forget, check out the blog post below in the description, and I'll see you on the next video.